Well, as a meteorologist, there are dates that just stick in your head. March 13th, 1993, the blizzard of 93, January 19th, 1994, when we dropped down to 22 below zero, and September 17th, 2004. That's when the Ohio Valley was hit hard by the remnants of Ivan. And the meteorological setup actually came about 7 to 8 days prior. That's when the remnants of Francis dumped 3 to 4 inches of rain. That was our third highest daily rainfall total to that date. And then a week later, we experienced 5 to 10 inches of rain in less than 24 hours with the remnants of Hurricane Ivan on September 17th, 20 years ago on this date. And the flooding that we saw was extensive. No matter where you were at up and down the Ohio River Valley, everyone saw flooding that day. It was a Friday afternoon. I remember people being stranded. This is in the Elm Grove area here. We're looking at that video. Cars were stranded. People were trying to leave work, trying to leave school. Kids were stranded from school. Water was everywhere. It covered baseball fields, soccer fields, football games were canceled because of all the flooding that was going on. It was a Friday, and it was just we were taking phone calls. I was on the air all afternoon, taking phone calls from people, uh, just asking what to do. I remember one call that I remember. I can't believe it was 20 years ago. A woman asking, "What do I do? The water is coming up all around me in my house. What do I do?" And I said, "Get to the highest part possible as the water keeps on coming up, even if it's to your roof, and call authorities and to get rescues." And that you could see water rescues were taking place on that day as that water was coming up. So a lot of people remember that date. It's hard to believe 20 years ago. And of course, one day later, that's when the Ohio River flooded, because there's a lag to when the river floods. And I remember that day as well. There was not one cloud in the sky one day later as the Ohio River was flooding. That was a big storm, the remnants of Hurricane Ivan, a day that will go down in weather history.